Chapter 7 Organization and Strategic Leadership. Bellu Entrepreneurship, Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneur. Bellu Intra. Employees who promotes innovation within the limits of an organization is nothing but an entrepreneur who operates within the boundaries of an organization, authority of initiating creativity and innovation in company's product. He helps in redesigning workflows, processes, and systems. He believes in changes and does not fear failure. Recognition and reward, and he gets recognition and reward for the success achieved by the organization. The term entrepreneur are frequently used. However, the fact is that there exists a fine line amidst these two terms. While the former refers to a person who starts his own business, a new idea or concept, the later represents entrepreneur refers to an employee who promotes innovation within the limits. An entrepreneur is nothing but an entrepreneur who operates within the boundaries of an organization. He is an employee of a large organization who is vested with the authority of initiating creativity and innovation in the company's product, service, and projects, redesigning the processes, workflows, and systems. The entrepreneurs believe in change and do not fear failure. They discover new ideas, look for such opportunities that can benefit the whole organization, and take risks, promote innovation to improve the performance and profitability of the organization. The job of entrepreneur is extremely challenging. They get recognition and reward for the success achieved by them. Now, entrepreneur. હવે આ main છે entrepreneur. Meaning, entrepreneurship is the attempt to create recognition of business opportunity, the management of risk taking appropriate opportunity through management skills to mobilize financial, human, and material resources. Entrepreneurship is the attempt to create value through recognition of business opportunity, the management of risk taking appropriate opportunity through management skills to mobilize financial, human, and material resources. Involves creation of business ideas and fusion of capital, technology, and material resources. Involves capital, technology, and human talent. પછી who is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur કોણ છે? Who initiates and innovates the new concept, recognizes and utilizes the opportunity of man, material, machine, and capital, arranges and coordinates resources such as man, material, થઈ ગયું, faces risk and uncertainty, establishes a startup company, adds value to the product or service, takes decisions to make the product or service a profitable one, who is responsible for profit and losses of the company. Entrepreneur कौन है? Who initiates and innovates a new concept, recognizes and utilizes the opportunity of man, material, machine, and capital, risk and uncertainty, startup company, adds value to the profitable decisions, responsible for profit and losses. હવે corporate strategic corporate culture, હવે એમાં strategic corporate culture, not a minute. Strategic corporate culture. What is strategic corporate culture? Distinguishes one's organization from another. It refers to company's value. It refers to the company's values. It refers to the It refers to a company's values, beliefs, business principles, traditions, and ways of operating an internal work environment. Every corporation has a culture that exerts powerful influences on the behavior of managers. Culture affects not only the way managers behave within an organization, but also the decisions they take about the organization's relationship with its environment and its strategy. A culture grounded in values, practices, and behavioral norms that match what is needed for good strategy execution helps energize people throughout the company to do their jobs in a strategy supportive manner, adding significantly to the power and effectiveness of strategy execution. Culture is both strength and a weakness as follows. Culture is a strength. As a strength, culture can facilitate communication, decision making, and control, and create cooperation and commitment. An organization's culture could be strong and cohesive when it conducts its business according to a clear and explicit set of principles and values, which the management devotes considerable time to communicating to employees and which values are shared widely across the organization. Culture has a weakness. As a weakness, culture may obstruct the smooth implementation of strategy by creating resistance to change. An organization's culture could be characterized as weak when many subcultures exist, few values and behavioral norms are shared and traditions are rare. In such organizations, employees do not have sense of commitment and loyalty within the organization. There you go. Now, leadership. Leadership. Leadership roles क्या कहा जाए? Job. Fellow, staying on top of what is happening, staying on top of what is happening. Mukesh Ambani, fertailing out of issues and learning what obstacles lie in the path of good execution, promoting a culture and aspirate the corps. Virat Kohli, that mobilizes and energizes organizational members to execute strategy in a competent fashion and perform at a high level, keeping the organization responsive to changing conditions. Samsung alert for new opportunities, bubbling with innovative ideas and ahead of rivals in developing competitively valuable competencies and capabilities, exercising ethics leadership and insisting that the company conduct its affairs like exercising ethics leadership and insisting that the company conduct its affairs like a model corporate structure. Ratan Tata, ethics leadership and pushing corrective actions to improve strategy execution and overall strategic performance. Pellu, staying on top of what is happening, staying on top of what is happening. Mukesh Ambani promoting culture of esprit de corps. Virat Kohli keeping the organization responsive to change. Samsung exercising ethics leadership. Ratan Tata and Messi pushing corrective actions. Responsibilities of responsibilities of strategic leader. Managing human capital, managing change in the organization, sustaining high performance, sustaining strong corporate culture, creating and sustaining strong corporate culture, sustaining high performance, making strategic decisions, formulating policies and action plans to implement strategic decision, and ensuring effective communication in the organization. Managing human capital and change, sustaining high performance and strong corporate culture, making strategic decisions, formulating policies and action plans, ensuring communication. Managing human capital and change, sustaining high performance and strong corporate culture, making strategic decisions, formulating policies and action plans, communicating, ensuring the communication. Approaches to leadership style: transformational. Uses charisma and enthusiasm to inspire people for good of the organization. Appropriate in turbulent environment, start of their life cycle, poorly performing organization when there is a need to inspire company for major change. Offers excitement, vision, intellectual stimulation, and personal satisfaction. Motivates them to do more. Transformational uses charisma and enthusiasm to inspire people for good of organization. Appropriate and turbulent, start of the life cycle, poorly performing organization when there is a need to inspire company for major changes. Offers excitement, vision, intellectual simulation, and personal satisfaction. Motivates them to do more. Transactional. હવે transactional માં આવશે. Transactional uses the authority of its office, pay and uses the authority of the status. હવે એમાં આવશે of its office such as pay and status. They prefer formalized approach of rewards and penalties for achievement or non-achievement. It is appropriate when there is a settled environment, creation, growing or mature industries, organizations that are performing well, and people to work efficiently. Operations to run. This style is better suited in persuading people to work efficiently and run operations smoothly. Transactional uses authority of its office, pay and status, formalized approach for rewards and penalties for achievement or non-achievement. Appropriate when in settled environment, growing or mature industries, organizations that are performing well, people to work efficiently, it is better when people to work efficiently and operations to run smoothly.